Our lesson for today is living things and non-living things. Living and non-living things. We see different things around us. Some of them are living things. We and our friends are living. Animals and plants are also living things. There are so many things which are non-living. Our toys are non-living things. Our bags and books are also living things. How can we find out living and non-living things and which is not? Can we identify it in this picture? Which is non-living and non-living things? Okay, first, let's identify the non-living things. Yes, the picture frames are non-living things. The TV set, the side table, the sofa, they don't possess life, so they are non-living things. And then the living things, let's identify. The little boy, the girl, and the man, the father who is reading a newspaper is a living things. Did I forget anything? Oh yeah. The plant. The plant is a living thing too. All living things have a few things in common. They can move, they can grow, they need food, can feel and can respond to changes around them. They breathe, they reproduce their own kind, and they possess of life. Yes, first, the characteristic of a living things. Let's talk about the characteristic of a living things. Can you see this eagle? It's flying, right? Living things can move. Yes, animals can move from place to place in search of food and shelter. They can also move to escape from their enemies. They can use their legs, wings, or fins to move. Yes, like us human, we use our feet to walk around, to move. And we use this part of our body, our legs, or like this eagle, they use their wings. The other, they use their fins to walk. Why? To find food, to look for shelter, a place they can sleep, and to defend themselves from other animals. Right? All animals do the same, but then different from plants. Plants do not move from place to place. They do not have to search food for food since they make their own food. Yes, plants, they make their own food, but animals eat plants for food. And animals eat their own other animals for food. For example, a dog eat a mouse or a mice, right? Like this eagle eats snake, right? So they move their wings and fly different places to look for small animals that they can eat, like do human being, right? We move to search for food. Okay? Yes. The second characteristic of a living things is living things grow. For example, a puppy grows into a dog, and a small plant grows to a tree when they become old. Correct? Like us. Before you were a baby, like me, Mr. Honesto, I was a baby, then later I become a man. When I grow old, I become bigger. Correct? Next, living things need food to survive. Yes. Living things need food to survive. All living things needs energy, and also living things need energy. We get energy from food. Look at this lion. They get energy from food, plants, but then different. Again, it's different from plants because plants make their own food. Energy from food help living things grow, move around, and keep their bodies healthy, like human beings do. We need food to survive. Then we eat a lot of food, we grow, and our body become healthy. Next, living things can feel and respond to changes around them. What does it mean? Oh yeah, we use our senses, okay, to feel things around us. Most animals feel things around them with their senses organ. For example, we use our eyes. We use our eyes for what? To see. We use our ears to smell. We use our nose to smell. We use our skin to feel. And we use our tongue to taste. Yes, human being and other animals has this capacity to feel and respond to changes around them. For example, when you smell a food, then saliva starts flowing into your mouth, like this dog. Same as human being. If we're starving, remember in the class, if I'm hungry, then I feel somebody eating pizza, then I become and I salivate, right? I salivate, correct? And for example, another example, when an animal feels hot, it tries to find a shelter under the tree. Look, these cows, they feel hot, so they hide under the tree. It means they feel something using their skin, then they feel hot, then they hide it. So living things doesn't have this capability or this feeling that they can feel. Like if you put your toy outside of your house, even this weather in Kuwait is too hot, they don't have that capacity, or they don't have this feeling to feel hot, because they will stay there, they will not move, they will not, okay? Or you feed or you cook a nice dessert or a nice food, but your toys at home will never respond to it, because it's only living things can feel it. Okay? Next, some insects have feelers to feel. They respond to this feeling. Yes. What does it mean? Maybe they don't have ears to listen, but they have these feelers like the antenna. They can feel that someone is going to attack them. So what happened is, like, before their enemies wants to eat them, they run away because of this feeler, their antenna. You understand? Good. Plants do not have sense organ. As I mentioned, they don't have ears, they don't have skin, they don't have eyes to see, but they can also feel changes around them. Plants can feel the sun and grow towards it. Like for example, the sunflower. The sunflower moves its direction towards the sun in the daytime. So the sunflower follows the sun and they turns just to facing the sun. That's why they were called sunflower. Okay? Next. The next characteristic of a living things is living things can breathe. Look at this man. He's feeling the fresh air. All living things needs an air all the time. Actually, a fresh air. Without air, the food that we can eat cannot give us energy. That is why we cannot live very long without air. That's correct. So, food alone will not it's not enough. It's not enough to survive, a living things to survive. We need air so that we can breathe. Okay? We breathe through our nose. Yes, we breathe through our nose. A lot of animals do. Like dogs, snakes, chicken, they have nose in different forms. Okay? Like human being. But some, like fishes, breathe through their gills. Okay? And some from their body. Some animals such as cockroaches and grasshoppers breathe through air holes in their body. They have air holes in their body. Okay? This stripe, they have an air holes and there where they breathe. Air holes plants have small holes on their leaves called stomata through which they breathe. So also plants can breathe from the holes from their leaves. Do you understand, guys? Yes. The next slide is about the characteristic of living things can reproduce. Like for example, you, the human being, we were born by our mother. So we have a baby. Okay? And an ostrich, look at this one. All living things produce that other living things of their own kind. Yes, that's correct. So female animals give into birth one or lay eggs from which babies hatch. So for example, this bird, this giant bird, the ostrich lays egg so that they will have a new baby. Right? They will have a little ostrich. Right? And plants produce seeds to have a new plant. Okay? Alright. So, in this lesson, we have to remember that all living things move, grow, needs food, feel, and respond to changes around them. And they can breathe and they can reproduce. Living things do all this in a different ways. Yes, plants and animals differ in many ways. The major difference between animals and plants are plant makes their own food, but animals get and eat plants for food. Plants remains fixed in one place, whereas animals move around. That's the main major difference of a plant plant and animals. Alright guys, I hope this is our lesson for today and I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for listening. Hope you are all safe and well. This is your teacher, Mr. Honesto, signing off and goodbye.